In a world that's always pulling for our attention, what if the real secret to peace wasn't about thinking harder, but just seeing? Well, today, we're going to dive into something called Preksha meditation, which is a practice designed to do exactly that.
So does this sound familiar to you? I mean, the constant pings from your phone, the never-ending work pressure, just the endless noise of it all. It feels like modern life is hitting us with a level of stress our bodies were, frankly, never built to handle.
And you know what? This constant pressure, it isn't just in our heads. No way. It has real physical consequences. Our bodies start to react with what are called psychosomatic issues. I'm talking about things like high blood pressure, insomnia, you name it. So the big question is, how do we break that cycle? Well, that's exactly where a practice like Preksha meditation can come in.
All right, so what makes Preksha meditation so different? Well, it all starts with this kind of radical idea that the path to real clarity isn't about thinking your way out of problems. Instead, it's about pure, unbiased perception. And the name itself really holds the key. Preksha. It comes from a word that means to perceive or to observe purely, without adding all those layers of judgment we usually do. That constant, oh, I like this, or ugh, I don't like that. The whole goal is to simply observe reality, exactly as it is.
And this simple phrase is pretty much the guiding principle for the entire practice. See yourself through yourself. It's so powerful, right? It's all about using your own awareness as the tool to explore the deepest parts of your own consciousness. It's really a true internal journey of discovery. Okay, so this is the absolute core distinction we need to get. Perception is direct. It's just experiencing reality as it is right here, right now. Thinking, on the other hand, is an interpretation of reality. It's all filtered through our past memories and our anxieties about the future. So Preksha meditation is basically a training to anchor yourself in the present moment, in that direct, unfiltered experience.
Now, this philosophy is super powerful, right? But you might be wondering, how do you actually put it into practice? Well, Preksha meditation isn't just one single technique, it's a whole, complete system. And that system is built on 12 distinct components. Think of it like a complete toolkit for developing your self-awareness.
So these 12 components are split into two groups. Over on the left, we've got 4 supportive techniques. These are things like physical postures and breathing exercises that basically prepare your body and mind for meditation. Then on the right, you have the 8 main techniques. Now these are the core practices for actually training your perception, and they cover everything from observing your breath to exploring your inner consciousness. Okay, to get a better feel for how this actually works, let's zoom in on one of the most foundational techniques. It's called Kayot Sarga. So Kayot Sarga basically means complete relaxation, but with self-awareness. That's the key part. The practice is pretty straightforward. You lie perfectly still, and you consciously, intentionally relax every single part of your body. The goal here is to create this feeling of separation between your physical body and your inner self, the observer. It's an incredibly powerful way to just dissolve stress because it literally trains you to observe sensations without getting all attached to them. All right, so what's the payoff? What happens when you actually practice this stuff? Well, the results aren't just mental. We're talking about achieving a state of total, holistic health. See, Preksha meditation isn't just about trying to calm your mind down. It's about addressing the whole person across these 4 key areas: your physical well-being, your mental clarity, your emotional balance, and even your spiritual health. It really is a comprehensive approach to wellness. And here's the thing. These benefits aren't just some vague philosophical claims. They are observable, they're documented, and they're backed by research. We're talking about real, tangible, measurable changes to your overall well-being. I mean, look at this list. The proven benefits are pretty profound. They range from the internal stuff, like peace of mind and stronger willpower, to the external, like helping you find freedom from addictions and preventing those stress-induced diseases we mentioned earlier. This is literally about rewiring your nervous system for a more balanced and positive life.
So after all that, what's the single most important takeaway here? Well, it all circles back to that simple, powerful instruction: see yourself.
This quote really gets to the true heart of the whole practice. Yes, the physical health benefits are amazing. They're a wonderful side effect for sure. But the ultimate goal? That's inner purification. It's about fundamentally changing your relationship with your own thoughts and impulses, which then leads to more intentional speech and more intentional actions.
So, let's end with a question for you to think about. In a world that is constantly screaming at us to think, to analyze, to judge, What could you discover about yourself and about the world around you if you just took the time to purely and simply perceive?